Lake Geneva, a tapestry of history, from ancient shores to diplomatic hubs and alpine vistas. Welcome to Gaze into Cinema. Lake Geneva, settled between the Alps and the Jura Mountains in Western Europe, is an unblemished gem with a rich history that stretches back millennia. As perhaps of the biggest lake in Europe, Lake Geneva has been observer to the ascent and fall of domains, the introduction of scholarly developments, and the conjunction of different societies. From old settlements to the cutting-edge urban communities, effortlessness its shores. The historical backdrop of Lake Geneva is an enthralling embroidery of human development and regular excellence. The historical backdrop of Lake Geneva starts in the fogs of ancient times, with proof of human settlements along its shores tracing all the way back to the Neolithic timeframe. Archaeological finds, including apparatuses, earthenware, and entombment locales, uncover the presence of old networks took part in fishing, hunting, and farming. The lake's essential area at the intersection of old shipping lanes added to the foundation of dynamic ancient societies. With the extension of the Roman realm into the European mainland, Lake Geneva went under Roman impact during the 1st century BCE. The Romans, perceiving the essential significance of the area, laid out settlements and shipping lanes around the lake. The town of Nyon, on the northern shore, was established as a Roman province and filled in as a critical community for exchange and business. Roman estates, relics, and leftovers of antiquated streets give testimony regarding the enduring effect of Roman progress on the shores of Lake Geneva. The district turned into a mixture of Roman, Celtic, and nearby snow-capped societies, molding the novel personality of the networks that arose. As the Roman domain declined, Lake Geneva turned into a point of convergence of Middle Age European history. During the early medieval times, the lake's shores were specked with ascetic networks and primitive domains. The town of Geneva, arranged at the western tip of the lake, arose as an essential exchanging focus and, over the long haul, acquired unmistakable quality as a center point of scholarly and strict exercises. The Archaic period likewise saw the ascent of strong medieval families, including the Place of Savoy, whose influence stretched out over the encompassing regions. The Chillon Palace, arranged on the shores of Lake Geneva close to Montreux, remains as a demonstration of the Middle Age building legacy of the area. In the 1600 years, Lake Geneva assumed a vital part in the Protestant renewal, led by figures like John Calvin. The city of Geneva turned into a shelter for Protestant scholars and reformers, drawing in people looking for strict independence from across Europe. Calvin's lessons and the foundation of a religious government in Geneva significantly affected the improvement of Protestantism. The city turned into a focal point of scholarly and religious talk, influencing the more extensive Protestant development. Geneva's job as a sanctuary for strict exiles added to the spread of transformed religious philosophy and the establishment of an organization of Protestant people group around Lake Geneva. The 18th century carried the illumination to the shores of Lake Geneva, with masterminds like Jean-Jacques Rousseau tracking down motivation in the regular magnificence of the area. Rousseau's compositions, including Admissions and Emile, mirrored his profound association with the scene and principles of nature. In the 19th 100 years, Lake Geneva turned into a safe house for heartfelt writers and essayists. Master Byron, Mary Shelley, and Percy Bysshe Shelley were among the well-known scholarly figures who looked for motivation on the shores of the lake. Mary Shelley's notorious book Frankenstein was considered during the couple's visit close to Lake Geneva, famously known as the year without a late spring. The late 19th and mid-20th hundreds of years denoted the rise of Lake Geneva as a well-known objective for the travel industry. The Belle Époque time saw the development of amazing inns, resorts, and promenades along the lake, taking care of the world-class of European culture. The lavish way of life of this period, portrayed by comfortable boat rides, far-reaching developments, and excessive get-togethers, made a permanent imprint on the district. The city of Montreux, on the northeastern shore, acquired popularity as a social area of interest, facilitating occasions, for example, the Montreux Jazz Celebration. The lakeside promenades, fixed with extravagant lodgings and manners, became images of the Belle Époque period's riches and creative enthusiasm. Lake Geneva, with its essential area at the junction of Europe, saw the wild occasions of the 20th hundred years, including the two universal conflicts. The class of countries, the forerunner to the assembled countries, laid out its base camp in Geneva in the result of the Second Great War. The city turned into a political focus, facilitating global meetings and discussions. The Red Cross, established by Henry Dunant in Geneva in 1863, assumed an essential part in philanthropic endeavors during seasons of contention. The city's obligation to philanthropic causes and worldwide discretion hardened its standing as a center for harmony and participation. In the last 50% of the 20th 100 years, Lake Geneva kept on flourishing as a center point of global associations, discretion, and social trade. The Unified Countries Office at Geneva turned into a critical presence, resolving worldwide issues and fostering collaboration among nations. The city's cosmopolitan air, joined with the lake's beautiful excellence, pulled in a different local area of representatives, experts, and ostracizes. Natural preservation Lake Geneva's regular magnificence has propelled artists and scholars, as well as provoked ecological protection endeavors. Worries about water quality, contamination, and territory conservation prompted drives pointed toward preserving the lake's delicate environment. The shores and encompassing areas have been designated as safeguarded zones, fostering a harmony among development and environmental conservation. Today, Lake Geneva remains a premier destination for tourists seeking a blend of natural beauty, cultural heritage, and recreational opportunities. The lakeside towns of Geneva, Montreux, Lausanne, and Vevey offer an abundance of attractions, from museums and art galleries to grape plantations and water sports. The region's diverse landscapes, including the Lavaux grape plantations in the Swiss Riviera, attract visitors all year. Boat cruises, hiking trails, and winter sports add to the region's allure, providing opportunities for both relaxation and adventure. The lakeside promenades and parks continue to be popular spots for locals and visitors alike, offering stunning views of the Alps and the tranquil spread of Lake Geneva. The history of Lake Geneva is a multi-layered story, encompassing the ancient settlements of various cultures, the intellectual age of the Renaissance and Enlightenment, the luxury of the Belle Époque, and the modern era's commitment to international cooperation and environmental conservation. Lake Geneva's shores have been a canvas for the tapestry of mankind's history, where the past merges with the present in a harmonious blend of culture, nature, and diplomacy. Thank you for watching.